showing the bones and everything, just kind of walk through the dead
I would be too.
Yeah, what would you do, you know?
I'm
Okay, you don't have a choice, you know?
Keep going.
That's it, absolutely.
And then you
Try to call me and she said,
No, I agree, wholeheartedly.
don't come pick me up, I'm going to bed. I said,
Hey Keith,
cool.
I'm gonna leave early if you want to take the night off.
Probably better way to sit through the meeting.
I know, I'm terrible.
Is mediator a piece of you or what?
I have a report.
She has a different brain than I. She has a different brain.
So how'd you do on that? Did you ever get there written up?
She drives and, right?
Correct.
Oh, I don't have
And
it.
she's
No, that's really.
Oh.
an example
Um,
of the expert who really doesn't want to have them. Don't know whereas most of the people are like me. And don't want to do the work. They're very, you come through that door in the next 6 hours. I'm not Am I wrong? No, that's not.
Who's Bill? Oh, Bill. Yeah. You like me?
Whenever my grandfather was in trouble, yep. And I did all it. I can tell it. Isn't going to.
That's Yeah. Yeah.
Did you get my question?
That's those are the people.
I haven't got a question.
Oh, I'm not sure, the clerk was kind of asking about that question, number
5:30. If you would stand for the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right, so the first item is the acceptance of the agenda. Are there any changes to the agenda?
yes. There's no old business, new business.
Oh, okay. All right, so let's add after item 12, new business, old business.
After 12, add build and move.
Yes.
And then could we move, let's see, appoint trustees number 11 up to number, after 5, or before 5, after number 4, in between 4 and 5.
I don't care. I mean, any objections? So she would move number 11 to between 4 and 5? Is that correct?
Right.
Okay. So then 11 will appear before 4 or 5, or between 4 and 5. Okay, is there a motion then to accept the agenda as amended?
I make that motion.
Sandy? All right, is there a second?
Support.
Okay, Peggy? All right, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Next thing, petitions from the public who would like to, everybody, if you're here for trustee, being appointed as a trustee, obviously you'll get a separate time to talk. So this is on everything except the trustee appointment. So Nate.
And just change the agenda to move the dissolution commission further back to allow the appointments of the new trustees. I think that's a wonderful idea. I hope they're taking those to office and they're going to be able to weigh in on this. Nobody in this council chambers has any more information on the dissolution commission than you might have gained researching yourself. It's been talked about for a while, for about 2 years since I've been there. Petitions in, there's a lot of public questions and a lot of public support. The easy way out for the village is let it go to a village, let it go to a vote. this November. They could kill it just like that, because we need 66.1% of the vote, not only in the village, but in the township. If they appoint the commission could be stacked with some bad figures and make it look bad for everyone. It doesn't have to be that way. The village has plenty of assets that would be valuable to the township, and all the fear mongering doesn't have to be that way. If we have good representation on the commission and we come up with a good plan, we'll be in good shape. I'm going to withdraw my application as trustee. I want to be considered as a commission member for any commission appointment. I've researched this for the last 2.5 years. I know what I'm doing. I know what I need to know. We could save a ton of money just on freedom of information requests if I'm able to get the information that I need to make this a smooth transition for everybody. I also would like Lori Okerheim to consider, and the council also to consider, appointing her to the commission. Lori Okerheim was part of a study with Michigan Tech, and she has information that's just invaluable, not just for disincorporated village, but for the next step, which is an ultimate goal among a lot of people that I've talked to, which is creating a city, a unified government in all of Calumet, including the section up there that's in Osceola Township. You know, it's going to be Osceola, Calumet Township, Warrior, and the village. A lot of hard work to get this done. It can be done in as little as 5 years if everybody jumps on board and we have this huge consensus and we can get through the legislation smoothly. But it could take up to, or is it 10 years? I see 12, you know. But it will never get done if it doesn't get started. It will never get done if it doesn't get started.
Is this,
I just want to finish up, you know. It's going to take work, you know. Both these commission members, you can't just be somebody that wants to just say, I will sit there and vote yea or nay. They really need to dig in. So I just appreciate it when you guys, whoever you are, get appointed, consider that, you know, make sure we get somebody that looks out for the village, because the township's going to have theirs as well. And we need to be all over it, you know. I very much appreciate it. I've got another meeting that started 5 minutes ago. You guys have a wonderful night.
all right, who else would like to address the council? Yeah, Jim.
Well, I'm glad to make just express his views, which is fine. Everyone's entitled to their own opinion, as me, and all people are entitled to their own opinion, free of retaliation or intimidation or threat, something we haven't seen in the past 3.5 years. It's been unfortunate that people's opinions have been retaliated against, which is ridiculous because it doesn't matter what the issue is. Retaliation against people is simply wrong, and it only makes the people who are doing such actions look really bad, and they do not represent the people that they claim to represent by acting like that. Nate obviously is very passionate about this idea of dissolving the village. Well, I'm passionate about the idea of saving the village. I think his proposal is pretty much ridiculous. I suppose that one of the reasons that it hasn't happened in the last 100+ years is because it's a bad idea. Simply a bad idea. People don't want it. People want to have an independent say in their local community, and that's the way it should be. I think that a lot of this dissolve the village talk is mostly due to sour grapes, because perhaps someone didn't get what they wanted. Well, that's life. Sometimes you don't get what we want, and we, as adults, work together to perhaps come up with a solution. But perhaps you don't get what you want in life, and you need to suck it up, be a good citizen, and play fairly. A lot of fairness does not happen, and I think some people on the council have been extremely unfair to other people in the village and other council people, including Dave, you. I appreciate your work. Thank you. And there's been residents who have been egregiously negative towards this council, towards other residents of the village, So, just like to say, you're gonna get an opportunity to appoint some people tonight. I hope you pick people who are calm, pragmatic, fair, and trust people. People who allow other people to do their jobs and not micromanage them. And for the people hopefully coming on the council, I hope that you'll take the opportunity to grow this village the way it can grow, because the potential in this place is beyond imagination. People don't understand the potential of this town. We have so many things that other places would dream to have. And to trash on this town or this village or the governmental unit is simply wrong. It needs to stop. And we need to focus on getting positive people on the council that can handle the budget and can be calm and working together with each other and the residents. So that's all I have to say. Good luck, and I appreciate everybody's time.
Thanks, Jim. Anyone else? Laura?
I was just having a little conversation with Nate out in the hall, and that I just want to let you know I'm not interested in this all. I don't know how we got with that. What I was talking to him about was that we all need to calmly, talk about collaboration and what can we do together, to make the village better, this, Lorraine better, the township better, the whole community of Greater Calumet together, but I'm not interested in that. So, let me know.
Thanks, Laura. Anyone else? No? That's it? Okay. Carrie Eplin, are you here? You are not. So we don't know, there was a proposal for summer concerts, but we can't act on him if he's not here. So he had intended to be here.
Meetings at 7.
Sorry?
Maybe he holds the meetings at 7.
I don't know. If he shows up,
But he has to talk to Keith about the license fee.
Oh, okay. So, if he shows up, we can always go back, but no plans.
Can I interject over here? I did talk to the fire chief, Jeff Nelson, and he informed me that he would like something written for what happened with these summer concerts, because according to our agenda, it says concert, so he's going to have more than one. Jeff also told me his concerns about what he did last year, which he was unaware of. He said they absolutely cannot block the streets with those tractor trailers. He said that's absolutely against fire code. It should have never happened.
Because you have to have a fire lane.
You have to have something that's movable. You have to have horses, barricades, whatever. You cannot have those trailers. Also, last year they had fireworks there, which he was unaware of. That's absolutely against fire code. So he really wants to know what their intentions are, of what they're doing. Even people with a stage, he said, that's fine, as long as they can get their trucks around. But he said the way it was handled last year is absolutely not up to fire code. So we need something in writing from him, like what he plans to do. It needs to be, given to our fire chief before we make a decision. Now, I think one of his concerts is coming up the end of the month.
Joe, do you know the dates that he had proposed?
It's on the radio.
This weekend.
This weekend?
Well,
Right.
he can't have it if he
No,
doesn't have it on the
right.
But he has to talk to Keith also about getting the.
Well, it's on the radio, I'm just telling you, it's on the radio that it's happening, that's why, yes, I heard it on the radio, but it's summer concert series, so maybe somebody needs to get hold of them.
Then the things that went on last year with the gas station there was many dangers.
Well, that was the fireworks. You shouldn't have fireworks, period, but certainly not near a gas
You
station.
can't have an open actually within 50 feet of a gas station, so for goodness sake, so yeah, that was just outrageous. And we didn't know the fireworks were going to take place, we knew about the trailers, which fire chief said are absolutely no as
Yeah,
well.
no, that makes sense.
Yeah,
That makes sense.
so we've got to get something more from him, I believe,
Okay.
before we sign off on that.
Right.
Liquor license.
Okay, so then the next item are the minutes of June 19th. June 19th, that's tonight. May 15th, sorry. So Julie? me see. Yeah, here, take mine.
Okay, I've got so many papers here. Okay, so we'll read the minutes for the May 15th council meeting. Called to order by President Geisler at 5:30 PM on May 15th, 2018. Pledge of allegiance led by President Dave Geisler. Roll call, present, Dave Geisler, trustees Virginia Dwyer, Sandy Johnson, Peggy Germain, absent, none. Vacant 3 council seats. Also present, Administrator Joe Snow, Clerk Julie Dahlstrom, Village Attorney Jim Tertia, Street Superintendent Fellow, and 16 members of the public, plus 1 reporter.
Steve Kellow is the
W.
Yeah. All right. And acceptance of agenda, motion made by trustee Dwyer and seconded by trustee Johnson to approve agenda with some changes due to availability of participants. Street Superintendent Pillow will give his report after petitions from the public and before streets, motion carried 4-0. Agenda petition from the public, 1 member addressed vacant lot, Jason DeBuckle's party store, 1 member addressed vacant lot, Jason DeBuckle's party store, 1 member public attorney addressed needing quorum for decisions and needs 6 trustees plus the village president, 1 member of public addressed trustee seat vacancies, 1 member of the public addressed possible lack of transparency from individuals performing village duties, 1 member of the public addressed level of interest for trustee seat vacancies, 1 member of the public addressed shift in village garbage collection, 1 member of the public addressed annual budget. Minutes. Clerk Dahlstrom read the meeting minutes for April. Requested changes to minutes will be made, and meeting minutes will be added to office minutes books. 1 trustee stated Michigan payment mix-up is unacceptable. For future reference, trustee Germain informed I voted nay for a Michigan payment in April minutes regarding incorrect amount of payment. Motion made by trustee Johnson and seconded by trustee Dwyer to accept the meeting minutes for April with changes. Motion carried 4-0. Street committee report. Public Works. Trustee Germain provided her report in which 4 recommendations were made. Remove parking meters, change angle to parallel parking on 6th Street. Higher recommendations for street superintendent, place admin paper for spring cleanup, also review the budget. Superintendent informed regarding spring cleanup, residential cleanup will be May 21 through May 25. Ad will be put in the paper. And high school students will perform their spring cleanup May 29. Superintendent Keller provided the street committee report, purchase new flags, and they will remain up all summer. Superintendent Keller advised he will remain at his position for 2 more weeks if necessary. Village will pay Steve's insurance premium until the new superintendent is hired. Roll call vote, yeas. President Geisler, trustees Johnson, Dwyer, and Germain, nays, none, motion carried 4-0. New street superintendent will be paid $23 an hour with a $1,000 a month stipend for health insurance per recommendation from the finance committee.
Okay, well, I think that should have been up to $23.
Will be paid up to $23.
Up to 23. That was not the hourly.
Up to, okay.
We decide on what you pay them. And one rate and another rate.
For health insurance?
No, up to 23, we'll decide as council on how much.
Oh, we haven't decided.
No, not the dollar.
So that makes it look like we decided on this.
Yeah.
Right, that's why I said we have to put up.
Motion made by trustee Dwyer and seconded by trustee Johnson to provide above stated pay scale and stipend. Roll call vote, yeas. President Geisler, trustees Johnson, Dwyer, and Germain, nays, none, motion carried 4-0. Motion made by trustee Johnson, seconded by trustee Dwyer, approve the call for street committee reports, motion carried 4-0. Miscellaneous. Carol?
It looks like we did make a roll call vote on paying them $20,000 once we decided for his insurance.
Yeah, there was a roll call vote.
Yeah, so did we do that?
I don't remember that.
I'd have to go back to
I thought it was 21.
I don't
We
know.
have to
All I
listen to the
did
news.
was reading. Well, we can, yeah. I don't know.
Well,
Maybe we should table that until we verify.
well, the roll call vote also, it could have been
It would
maybe
make
up to
sense to have made a roll-
$23 an hour,
it
but
would make sense to
the
have a roll-
$1,000 a month stipend would have needed a roll call vote anyways.
Mhm.
think we probably did do one.
Well, we can address that when we get to streets or personnel or whatever, how about that?
Miscellaneous parallel parking address. Steve Pell provided information for parking on 6th Street, change of parking on 6th Street, parallel Oak Street parking will be reviewed. Motion made by trustee Johnson and seconded by trustee Dwyer to change 6th Street parking to parallel. Motion carried 4-0. Parking meters will remain in place at this time. Village will move forward in hiring street superintendent. Ad will be placed in Gazette for spring cleanup. Enforce ordinances. The local team provide information regarding blight enforcement and EDA hiring and attorney. One member of the public address concerns regarding their building is on the blight list. Motion made by trustee Johnson and seconded by trustee Dwyer to adopt resolution for ordinances 140, 141, 146. Roll call vote. Yeas present Kaiser, trustees Johnson and Dwyer, nays trustee Germain. Motion carried 3-1.
I don't believe it carried. I'd like us to look into that because it was 3-1.
President,
Which
Vice
was
President,
the vote up again?
this is the one on the,
But there were two of them.
on the ordinances.
But if we have to table it for the other reason, let's just move on.
Well, President Geiser had provided a letter because I brought this up with him.
And Jim, I mean,
And
Maybe
the-
spoke
we should
with
ask
Attorney Tersha regarding that matter.
Why don't just say vote 3-1?
the portion that she just read about the approval of ordinances that were, the vote was 3-1. I believe that was sufficient to pass.
Yes.
There were resolutions for ordinances, they were not new ordinances. They were
Right.
just-
There were resolutions to accept.
See, I'm reading on page 126, and I've read it 10,000 times. The majority is 4 for a 7-member council and 3 for a 5-member council, even if a trustee position is vacant or one or more trustees are absent. So a majority of 7 would be 4, not 3.
No.
Well,
And
that's why we
again,
will look into it.
we have the Miller Canfield letter.
Right,
And
it's
we've
all
done that.
dated
Right, and we've done that several times, and it's pretty clear from the attorneys that in most circumstances, it is simply a majority of the quorum.
That's right.
That-
So you may disagree, but I think that is
Right.
correct.
Okay, carry on. In fact, if Jim Tersha can convince me that it is correct for his birthday on October 8th, I'll make him a birthday cake.
Well, nobody will convince you that.
Right, no, keep going.
Okay, motion made by trustee Dwyer and seconded by trustee Johnson for EDA to hire an attorney. Roll call vote. Yeas, President Geiser, trustees Johnson, Dwyer, nays, trustee Germain. Motion carried 3-1.
Again, that's the same situation.
4th of July, April Zine provided handout regarding 4th of July bike parade. Motion to approve 4th of July bike parade street closings as outlined in handout made by trustee Germain, seconded by trustee Dwyer. Motion carried 4-0. Bike parade time yet to be determined. DDA and April Zine provided all adjacent Buckles Park store information, provided spring cleanup information, provided information on the MEDC Decade Grant, the National Park Service Program. Motion to pre-approve for the MEDC grant was made by trustee Dwyer and seconded by trustee Johnson. Motion carried 4-0. HDC, no meeting minutes for HDC. Planning Commission, Colleen Colby from the Planning Commission provided updated information regarding the master plan requested to be added to the June 2018 council meeting agenda. Election to purchase for closed property. Motion by trustee Dwyer and seconded by trustee, I'm not sure, I'm not, I know who the seconded is by, I will find who seconded this motion. To do nothing at this time regarding the foreclosed property. Motion carried 4-0. Sanitation ordinances, village attorney Jim Tersha provided information regarding ordinances. Motion made by trustee Dwyer and seconded by trustee Germain to repeal ordinances
Excuse me,
86.
Julie, the first line, it says village attorney, Jim attorney.
Jim Tersha. That's where I was moving. What? Okay. Trustee Dwyer and seconded by trustee Germain to repeal ordinances 86 and 128, also to adopt new ordinance 147. Motion carried 4-0. Motion made by trustee Johnson and seconded by trustee Dwyer to restate ordinance 132. Motion carried 4-0. Street superintendent, already covered earlier in the evening. President Geisler provided updates. Council vacancy. Council vacancy, village received 6 letters of interest for the 3 village council vacancies to date. Motions made by trustee Johnson and seconded by trustee Dwyer to extend the deadline for letters of interest to Friday, May 25 at 4 p.m. Place an ad in the Gazette by May 18th. Would that be by May 18th? Yep, motion carried 4-0. That's correct.
There's a typo there. There's an extra D on at 4 p.m. and place an ad, rather than and ad. You got an extra D there. Right after 4 p.m., 4 p.m. at place and.
Okay. Committee department reports, office, health and private clerk report, motion made by trustee Dwyer, seconded by trustee Johnson to spend up to $1,400 for a new laptop computer and phone line for a village clerk. Roll call vote, yeas, President Geisler, trustee Johnson, Dwyer, and Jermaine, nays, none, motion carried 4-0. Administrator Snow provides office report.
You want to remove the Y and secondly?
Yeah.
I mean, are we going to correct typos? I mean, it's. The
Well, it's
meeting
up
is
to you,
here.
if you
I
want
don't
to,
care.
I'm here, I don't care, I'll just keep
Yeah, there's a.
marking.
Yeah, okay, get rid of the Y and Y2 under the office.
Second by trustee.
Okay, not a problem.
Okay, and yeas, President Geisler, trustees Johnson, Dwyer, and Jermaine, nays, none, motion carried 4-0. Administrator Snow provides office report. Motion to accept the office report was made by trustee Johnson, seconded by trustee Dwyer, motion carried 4-0. Streets Public Works report was provided earlier in the evening. Finance Committee report already provided earlier in the evening. Ordinance Committee handout was provided for. First 57 ordinances have been addressed. Motion to accept the Ordinance Committee report was made by, and I'll do the typo, trustee Jermaine, seconded by trustee Johnson. Motion carried 4-0. Miscellaneous, trustee Jermaine addressed adopting a resolution for appreciation for Peter Koleski regarding the taking care of the vacant lawn adjacent to Bubba's Party Store. Motion made by trustee Johnson and seconded by trustee Dwyer to adopt the resolution. Motion carried 4-0. Personnel Committee, the Personnel Committee did not meet. Public Buildings Committee did not meet. Public Safety, Police and Fire, motion to accept the Public Safety report was made by trustee Dwyer and seconded by trustee Johnson. Motion carried 4-0.
Remove the Y and secondly.
Yeah, must be my computer. Sanitation Committee did not meet. Bills new, $14,039.46. Old, $30,278.56. Total, $44,318.02. Motion made to approve the new and old bills made by trustee Johnson, seconded by trustee Dwyer. Roll call vote. Yeas, President Geisler, trustee Johnson, Dwyer, and Jermaine. Nays, none. Motion carried 4-0. Old new business, no old new business, or no business or any of them. Adjourn. Motion made by trustee Jermaine, seconded by trustee Dwyer to adjourn. Motion carried 4-0. Meeting adjourned at 9:27 p.m. That's it. So I'll make the adjusted changes.
Okay, so is there a motion then to approve the minutes?
I think we should take them until they're corrected. I make a motion to take them until they're corrected.
All right, is there a second to table the minutes?
Kind of weird.
If there's no motion to table, or if it's not seconded, then is there a motion to approve the minutes with the amendments?
I make that motion, we approve the minutes with the corrections stated.
Is there a second to that?
I'll second.
Okay, Burge. All right, if there's no further discussion then, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
Opposed.
All right, so the next is the street superintendent. So, Peggy, why don't we do Public Works Committee meeting right away, because that's where we discuss.
Let's see, we met on May 29 and interviewed 4 candidates, and they were all very impressive. I would be delighted to have any one of the 4. We narrowed it down to 2, which made it very difficult, and I don't know if the council would like to interview the 2 finalists or just, I think the only one that wasn't present at the interviews, trustee Dwyer, was you, so if you would, I guess it's up to you if you'd like to interview the candidates.
No, it was my understanding that we really had the chairman of the street, she's the head of personnel, who's the president, and we needed our street supervisor, and I was not going to partake in that. And I'm good with your decision, what we need tonight.
Okay, if you're good with it, then I do believe the majority were in favor of Mark Klein, pending background check, of course, and
I think subject to
References.
agreement with Mr. Klein
Yeah, right.
concerning
Yes, he's
the
not
particulars
here
of
for
contract.
that.
but as I said, it was really difficult because everyone was talented and we know how important our streets are. So I make the motion that we appoint Mark Klein pending agreeing on salary and agreement of reference and background check. And if those come back good, then proceed.
Is there a second to that motion?
Could I make a suggestion? I would like to see the motion as we offer that position to Mr. Klein pending background check and then be good with the contract, just offer it to him first. As opposed, and then if he accepts it, he's it.
So Peggy, do you want to amend your motion to make it?
I mean, that would be fine, but I know the last time we didn't do a background check, he came back and did us, so,
Well,
But-
pending, offer to him pending these two particular things, because he has to agree to the terms of employment, and we have to agree, we have to check the background check, so it's fine.
I think Superintendent Kellogg thought he would be very easy to train and work with, so I was,
So I think
We were within
the
a-
difference between you is, I think Peggy says, hire him, subject to
Appoint. I think Peggy used the word appoint,
and
Virginia
Virginia
would
is
prefer
saying, make an offer subject
Yeah.
to.
So whatever you think is the
Until,
proper way to do it.
until there's offer and acceptance on both sides, offer by the village, acceptance by Mr. Klein, there's no contract, there has to be an offer and acceptance. So at this point in time, you can't say there's a contract. I think you're making an offer to him and then he accepts, then you're on your way.
what do you think, Mr. Street Superintendent?
I think you could have.
Yeah, I'm not saying he's, as far as I can tell, he's a good candidate because the council's agreed to that, but what I'm just saying is that you make the offer, he accepts, and then you have a contract.
Right, so Peggy, basically they're asking you to amend your motion to say we would offer the position to Mark Klein pending a background check and agreement to contract.
Favorable background check.
Yeah.
I'm accepting the terms.
And
So is that acceptable?
Agreement on
Sure. Whatever good we can,
Okay.
we have to amend it, I just
So
think
that's-
we're all
Well, if something happened, if he gave it, said we are hiring him tonight, and the background check didn't come out good for whatever reason, or he didn't like the terms of his employment, then we've already offered it, we've already hired him, so the wording I thought was important.
So, okay, so that's the motion then is to offer the
Offer
position
pending
pending background check and
background check
agreement
by
on
the police
contract
department.
terms.
And I'll support it.
Yeah.
Okay, so
And that can happen quickly.
Our chief would do the background check, right?
I believe so, right? Yeah, okay. So we've got a motion, Sandy seconded it, so all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay,
And then we can approve those minutes because that's what transpired.
all right, so
The
then,
29th,
yeah,
is there a
as long as
motion
we're
to approve
here.
those minutes?
Yep, is there a motion then to accept the Public Works Street Committee meeting minutes?
I'll make that motion.
Sandy, okay, is there a second?
I'll second it.
Verge? Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed?
And
Since
then
we're,
should we do June 12th?
these are the ones you just had. We don't have the June 12th though in front of us, do I?
Yeah,
Oh, I do?
there,
Can I interject one thing before we get off streets here? There was some questions at the last meeting about, we discussed last meeting about the angle parking because people have to go left of center to get around vehicles at certain times and things like that. And there were some people that weren't very happy about it and didn't think we should change it. So I did look up the law on that because I was approached by someone from the state police saying that you can't allow people to be going left of center to do something. Well, I looked it up in the village of Calumet. The law states that you cannot have angle parking on a trunk line, which it's not, but you can have angle parking within your jurisdiction if you have an ordinance allowing it. We have no ordinance allowing it. So, that's what we have to start with. So right now, we really aren't complying with state law.
In fact, that's part of the report, because before Street Superintendent Calumet wanted to proceed with the change from angle to parallel, he wanted to make sure that all the village ordinances, as well as the state guidelines, were compiled so that regarding striping for the intersections, the hydrants, and the driveways, so we're not proceeding quickly until we're sure that we can do it properly.
Yeah.
You know,
Well, I can tell you for sure, and I can get that for you, Steve. You can't have angle parking, and it tells you, what the requirements are, if you have an ordinance allowing it, okay? We have no ordinance that I'm aware of that allows it, so, that's what we're working from, right there.
do you want me to finish this?
Yeah, why don't you finish, page 12.
Okay,
Yeah, it's June 12th.
I met the park people at the Italian Hall site, and they thought before that 8,000-pound monument was put in place, Steve suggested they lay down 3/4-inch plywood so it doesn't damage the grass and sink down. And he was going to call the park superintendent, Randy Davis. The hanging baskets are fabulous. We discussed that it uses 60 gallons of water for each watering, so it's 180 gallons of water every week, and it has to be fertilized. So while the baskets look splendid, it's a rather labor-intensive project. The OPCO has been contacted about the tree hazard in the alley between Pine and Elm, and they're also going to look around the rest of the village to see if any of the trees are close to touching those high voltage wires. And the trash can in the back of the Italian Hall site is going to be moved. And for dust control on 9th Street, between Scott and Oak, in front of the new South Shore and Atlantic people, 1 or 2 passes would need to be done with liquid sodium brine mixture. And that would cost $900 if 2 passes were required, but the price would be cut down to $434. So I'd like to make a motion that we approve Steve spending up to $900 for dust control on 9th Street as he sees fit.
Okay, so it's up to 900. All right, so there's a motion then to approve expenditures by the street department up to $900 to control dust on 9th Street. So is there a second to that motion?
And that's just from Scott to Oak, right? Just that 1 block, 2 blocks?
To the depot.
To the
Yeah, that's
depot.
Oak Street.
It's not from Elm to Pine, it's not in that area at all.
No. That's more or less a sand, that doesn't produce as much
And there's
dust.
not much traffic on it either.
And that really doesn't produce as much dust as those 2 streets with the road gravel.
So we have a motion by, from Peggy, is there a second?
I'll second.
Courage, all right. There's no further discussion then on this expenditure, so, Sandy,
Yes.
Courage,
Yes.
Peggy,
Yes.
and yes. Then is that it?
I think that's it for the street committee report.
Okay, let's approve those, and then let's have Steve give his report, and then he can go home. So,
Yeah.
so is there a motion to approve the street committee meetings minutes of June 12th?
I make that motion.
Sandy, is there a second?
I'll second.
Courage, all in favor?
Aye.
And now,
Any opposed? Okay.
question, who's going to contact our client? Are you going to contact him? or-
I mean, yeah, I think we should call him, but we still have to meet and come up with contract terms. I mean, we can tell him we're gonna offer it to him, but we still have to come up with contract
We
terms.
should, because it shouldn't get to him after it's in the paper and or people in the street telling him.
Right,
So he should be notified immediately.
so, I mean,
Do we want to call him tonight?
I don't think we should do it during the meeting, but your chair personnel, but yeah, if you want to call him Sandy tonight, you're chair personnel.
I
So,
will be glad to do.
okay, why don't you do that then?
You want me to call the other three?
Yeah, we should call the other three and let them know. Yeah. So do we want to hold off until we know that Mark is going to do that?
I would hold off until tomorrow.
I would
I'll
say
try to hold off that phone call to the other people that applied. I will get to you first thing in the morning.
I'll wait till I hear feedback.
Okay.
Okay. Anything else, maybe? No. Okay, Steve, why don't you give your street department report, please, and you can go home.
Month of May, one majority of our time was spent on spring cleanup, and we did it, we did about 80 hours in, and then we're doing trash, and, you know, this month especially, I've noticed that we're picking up, a little more household garbage, but that can be figured with what's going on. It's, like I said, I'd like to thank, when we had our spring cleanup, the students from the high school did a really nice job of the park over there. I think we picked up 15 or 20 of their bags that we were able to haul away. So
We should probably send a thank you to the school.
yes, yes, that would be a nice idea.
Is anybody there?
Yes, and yeah,
Yeah,
send a thank you note,
Right, yeah.
please.
I think that would be a good idea. The village flags are up. I've already seen some starting to tear. I don't have any more on stock, so I can get a deal on these flags. They're like $6-8 a piece. I should get at least maybe 10 more, because as soon as they start to tear, I want to get them down, and we'll have to replace them. So I would like to have some on hand, if that's all right.
So is there a motion to authorize Steve to purchase up to 10 flags?
I'll make that motion.
Do you have money left in your budget for flags? Because then we authorize you to spend like a pretty good chunk, or?
Yeah, I bought 22,
Uh-huh.
24, I think, and that was
That's spent.
That was spent.
Okay.
Now I'm looking for another 60, say 75, no more than $75, and that includes the shipping.
I'll second that.
So Burgess seconded it, so it's for the purchase of
Who made
up
the
to
motion?
10 flags.
I did.
Sandy did. Sandy made the motion. So, okay, any other questions on that? We'll do a voice vote, so Sandy,
Yes.
Burge,
Yes.
Peggy,
Yes.
and a yes. Okay, Steve?
And in regards to, as you discussed about the parking lanes, I've contacted the county and the state, and right now they seem a little busy to worry about. I don't know why, but, so I'm waiting to get feedback from them.
Oh.
As far as the regulations for fire hydrants, and I've had some input from downtown, you know, and they're a little concerned that we're losing probably 1.5 parking lanes if we go to parallel on 6th Street here by the theater, but, you know, that's up to you, and you are right, that it is a violation if it's not an ordinance, and in a certain area, then they have to me, they have to roll back to the parallel. So, as soon as I get the rules and regulations on links between certain things, like you said, driveways and that, I'm gonna hold off, but I can start darkening the red, white lines, before that, we're gonna darken the parallel lines. If I'm still here.
You've been saying that forever.
I know.
And I think I read ordinance 143 is about telecommunications using village right of way. There's permits and that are required, and we were talking about the fiber optic cables going under, so we better look up that for our next council or committee meeting, because I didn't know we had an ordinance that addressed the permits they gave.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can talk to him. I haven't seen their company working yet, but from what I understood, they were up to Wedge Street last winter when they had to shut down because of the snow. The other gentleman came to me this last couple of days. The Morrison School, you know where the 7th Street. And people are using that every day. And it was a walkway at one time, and where the small brick wall was. What he asked is, would it be okay to take out that curb and put in a driveway?
This is he being Mike Lottie?
Yes.
You mean make it a circle drive?
No, it's just he wants to, where the parking lot is, there's a route to the building, and then there's some handicapped parking, and then the road comes straight out towards, it used to be a walkway at one time for the kids. But now it's paved, and the people are using that as an exit from the parking lot. They pick somebody up from the front door, or it would be this side of the door, yeah. They pick, because usually in the winter, that's the only door they use. I mean, it's easiest to keep clean. So he's wondering if we could knock down the curb and put a ramp there. Nice.
Is he gonna pay for it?
Yeah, I said he would take it, okay.
Yes, he will do it. And it's just similar to what we did on the corner of Portland and Ninth. And that turned out really nice. They did a beautiful job. And that's all we would request, that we do a similar situation like what was done on Nathan Park. And that turned out really nice. For Nathan Park.
Did it help the tenants? I don't know, you can go in one way and come out the other, so you never have to back up.
Yeah, yeah. And it's, that sidewalk is probably, it's only probably 2 inches above the blacktop there, so there wouldn't be a lot of work. And even if you put a roll of paper in there, it wouldn't be that much. And I think it would be an advantage for them, and it would look better. Plus, we're getting a section of curbing repaired, so a new sidewalk.
Is there a motion then to authorize the removal of that curb and to replace it with a driveway or driveway?
I will make that motion.
Okay,
At
Sandy?
the cost to the property owner,
Okay.
not the village.
He's surprised all the labor and costs as long as it met to our requirements. And I think they use a little thicker concrete mix when you do a driveway instead of a sidewalk, so we'll have to check on the specs on that.
So is the village gonna do it and then charge him, or is he?
No, we're not.
Gonna hire some.
I'm trying not to get this sidewalk.
No, it's
If I
gonna-
start doing sidewalks, where do I end in town? There's not enough days in the, but anyway.
I'll second that.
All right, so motion by Sandy, seconded by Bruce. If there's no further discussion, then all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay. Anything else, Steve?
We're gonna start, there's only 2 of us. The watering system is going to, the gentleman we've got eventually be able to take over by himself. We've got it set up pretty well now, where he's gonna be pulling the cart on his own vehicle. And I've been kind of giving him some gas because it's technically my department, so that may be something we want to think about. Joel Motor, gentleman, he's been working for us for on and off volunteering for quite a while. But I think we've got it down to where he knows what he's doing, he's feeling comfortable, so a couple more times and then I think he's gonna be fine.
Is he gonna hook it up to his four-wheeler, like, and then he'll go early in the morning before the.
Yeah.
Maybe they consider artificial flowers that look real for next year.
No.
If it's
Those are beyond beautiful. I have to think of anything for that one, I know that was beautiful.
as long as the water costs and water.
And the only other thing we've got so far, and I don't know when that time frame will come, we're still working at coal patch, we're gonna start part of coal patching every couple of days this week, and we've got line painting. And we've also got equipment repair for the winter. So,
All right, any questions for
any
Steve?
questions?
If not, is there a motion to accept the street department report?
I make that motion.
Peggy? All right. Is there a second?
I'll second.
Verge? All right, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay. Thanks, Steve, have a good night.
Thank you.
All right, so the next thing is, as you know, in preparation for retirement, Jackie's been reducing the number of audit clients. So this year she is not doing an audit audit of Lake Linden nor of Calumet. And so we sent out an RFP, a request for proposals. We received only one response to it, and that's from Joe Dapatella. His fee for services would be $8,750. The last time we did a full audit was 2016, and at that time Jackie Sharp billed us $7,900. Last year was a review, and we were billed $4,500. So, I mean, to me, this $8,750 seems reasonable. Plus, we have to have an audit completed by August 31st. So, I hate to say it, but we really don't have a choice. I mean, this would be a one-year contract. We can go out, if we're not in any way not satisfied, we can go out, next year and do this again. But,
Can I ask a question?
Yeah.
In his letter here, it says, a 3-year commitment is preferred. He said the following fee schedule is offered for 2018, which we have to do, that's $8,600. So next year, it's $8,500.
Right.
So it's gonna be done just a year again, a full audit?
Yeah.
Okay, so is this a full audit this year again?
This year is a full audit, and so I guess we
And
need,
next year should
and I
be a
have noticed
full
that we should go back to it and say the next year is a review.
That should be a review, so
Yeah,
that should be cheaper, and then
Right.
2020 should be the full audit.
Again.
So I would like that modified if it's a.
Right, no, and I agree, that, I think, again, we should offer the job, but again, he's gotta come back with revised fees for review years, so, yeah. Joseph, yeah.
So I make a motion that we hire the firm of Della to do the audit this year, and then, period, for this year. And then he can give us a new fee structure for our needs for next year. We'll see how this one turns out.
Okay, yeah, because you're right, it's if a 3-year commitment is preferred, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Can I ask you a question though, do we, by law for audit, do we have to have a full audit every year?
Every other, no, it's every other year, it's based on
So it
size.
hasn't changed, because when I looked at this, it made it look like to me that maybe the law has changed and we have to have it every year?
Yeah, we'll have
It's
to,
the
we
same
can go
price.
back, we can go back to him, and I'll even check with
Yeah,
Jackie.
if you would
Yeah.
check that, because
Yeah,
who knows, that kind of stuff changes.
yeah, it does, so, yeah, and we can check with that, so, yeah. All right, so, okay, so there's a motion to hire Joe Dapatella to do the current year audit by Peggy, and again, just for 1 year at this point. So, okay, so is there a second to that motion?
I'll support.
Sandy? All right, is there any further discussion? Not, I'll do roll call, so Sandy,
Yes.
Bert,
Yes.
Peggy,
Yes.
and I'm a yes. Okay. All right, so the next thing then is,
Did you want to include the dollar amount in the?
We're spending $15.
oh, okay, yeah, I just assumed, okay. Okay, so is there a
No,
mo-
I understand, it's in the, I just want to make sure that it's the end of the minute.
It's in the
Okay,
notes.
So a roll call.
Didn't we just do that?
yeah, I mean, we did roll call on the amount, yeah, I mean, and I may not have specifically referenced it, but
Okay,
it's a 1-year contract.
Yeah,
and
1-year
that's,
contract.
it's specified in.
For that amount, right.
It's specified in.
that's fine.
Yeah, just to get the specifics on what's required for next year, because you may just do that same thing regardless.
Right.
And I don't know.
No, that was a good point, so.
I thought the partial last year was like 2,700.
Yeah, it should be less than the partial.
Yeah, the review was 4,500, I looked it up today. It was
Yeah.
4,500, so. So, and so again, no surprise that it's a little bit higher than 2 years ago. So, okay, so then we moved item 11 up to follow number 4. So, so
So
this
we're going to
is,
follow our rules of procedure, right?
right, and so, yeah, so Julie, do you want to read the portion of rules of procedure